Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to Live with Home with Mama Sue. And of course, you know our home
What's
means
the name of it? Live with Home with
No, we're live.
We're live.
And you're at home with Mama Sue. So, I just can't tell you how grateful I am that so many of you followed me yesterday on our first day.
Yeah.
It was just totally amazing. Before I share any information, if y'all will share this page right now, because I didn't announce we were going to do a live, and if you'll just hit share, I think we can get more people on here. But I'm gonna turn the camera just a little bit while we're waiting. Okay, you can see my refrigerator in the background, but I feel like we're more in the picture. But y'all, all right, when we decided to do this, Angela and I talked about it for a while. Y'all know Angela is our
goat.
She is. And I mean, not the billy goat. She's the greatest of all times for us. Because without Angela, I couldn't do this. We couldn't do this. No. But she and I talked a long time about having an additional Facebook page. And at first, I thought, she is crazy. I'm having a hard time cooking 3 days a week. But you know, she said, this one is going to be more about your everyday life. And the other is strictly cooking, and Mama Sue's kitchen is not going anywhere. So you continue to watch for us. As a matter of fact, in just a little bit, there's going to be a video up on that. Oh, I squeaked my chair.
What's going up today?
Oh, Harold, you've asked me, and I don't know. I don't know. Angela knows what's going up today. And I'll tell you why. We had the video ahead of time because Harold and I are leaving in just a few minutes, headed to Collinsville, Alabama. Those of you who are in Alabama probably know that Collinsville is known to us as the home of the Saturday morning flea market. We've never been, but they say it's on the side of a mountain and that they just have everything there. But we can't see it today because it's Friday. And our high school team, baseball team, is playing in the second round of playoffs there. There'll be 2 games this afternoon and tonight. And unless one of us win both games, there'll be another game tomorrow. But anyway, that's not what you're on here to hear. But this page is going to be our everyday life. Just, you don't know what you're going to get. I'll tell y'all, I'm almost ready to show you my closet. And I have made headway, hadn't I, Harold?
She's worked for the last 2 days.
I have.
Because for 2.5 years, she hadn't been able to. And when we've gotten so much stuff that people sent her while she was sick.
And I couldn't put it up in
She told me, put it in the closet. So I did.
And there were boxes.
Threw it in the closet.
No, he didn't throw it. And I'm so grateful for those things. I said, oh, look, Harold, look what I've got.
She's finding stuff now that she didn't even know.
That's right. But anyway, roses, Peggy Martin roses. Y'all had so many questions about that, and I'm going to try to answer them.
First off, tell them how you heard about Peggy Martin roses.
Well, I heard about Peggy Martin roses from another Facebook page that I follow or Instagram. And I'll tell you, I can't even remember the name of it, or I would tell you. But she put these Peggy Martin roses on the post of her barn.
When was this? How long ago?
Oh, my goodness. 8 years ago, probably.
Okay.
And these roses grow extremely fast. And the shoots just keep growing. And she has wrapped those around her post. I'm talking with my hands.
That's all right.
And I Googled it. And if you'll Google Peggy Martin roses, it's going to tell you the whole story. Some of you wanted to know what was the real name. Well, I haven't been able to find it in the Googling. It just said that Peggy Martin, who lived outside of New Orleans, had this old-timey roses. And, of course, I told you this story that when the Hurricane Katrina came, everything was underwater.
That was 2005.
And it stayed underwater for 2 to 3 weeks. When people went back in, those Peggy Martin roses lived, being underwater. And I'll tell you, I planted them at the house that we moved from 3 years ago, almost, yeah. And they're beautiful there. I think I only planted one there. And then I planted 2 here. And I got mine at a place in Jemison, Alabama, a beautiful old nursery that has heirloom plants. And it's called Petals from the Past. And I got mine there 3 years ago, maybe. 2 years.
Yeah,
2 to 3 years.
Probably 3. Before you got sick.
Yes, it was. And as the shoots grow, we have a chain link fence in our backyard for Scout. And what I did was I would just weave it through the holes of the chain link fence. And it's just beautiful.
We zip tied the shoots, the long shoots. They're planted in the corner of the fence. One on each corner.
And I make one go this way and one go that way.
They stick out so far that they get in the way cutting grass or trying to weed eat.
So you have to weave them.
So we would take.
Now I just weave them. When they first started, we zip line.
We would zip
tie them.
Zip tie them to the fence itself to keep them in there tight, keep them from spreading. But they grow so much. Sue said y'all had asked about fertilize.
We've never fertilized them. But this morning, after I was reading those comments, it says fertilize them with rose fertilizer in the spring.
If they grow anymore, you don't want them.
But I will tell you, I am going to give it a little dose of fertilizer because that's what it said to do. But I'll be honest, and you see how beautiful ours are. We've never fertilized.
How long do the blooms last?
All right. Somebody said, do they bloom all summer? And I said, yes. Y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, as honest as I can, and Harold's going to agree. Y'all, I don't remember very much from the past 2 years. I said yes, but the Google page said that they bloom beautifully in the spring and then periodically during the summer. So I didn't want to tell a story, a lie. But anyway, the other thing they said was, can you root them? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And the way they recommend rooting is to cut off one of the shoots just below a leaf and cut it in an angle. Pull those leaves off that are above it. Put it in some real good soil used for rooting and keep it moist. And you should have you another rose bush.
Do you later transplant that, or is that you put that into like a container?
Well, I would leave it in that because I would transplant it into one of those plastic.
So you're not putting it where you want it to be.
No.
To stay. Okay, that's my question.
Okay, because when I bought mine, it was in one of those plastic gallon plant containers. I think I'm going to try to root some. I'll let you know, and I mean, you're going to love it, but put it somewhere that you don't mind it running. If you have a post that goes up high somewhere, try that. But these are the running roses, and they're absolutely beautiful.
I don't know if there are other colors. I haven't seen.
Pink is the only thing I've ever seen, even in pictures. You want to know where you could buy them, and would they grow anywhere? I don't know. I don't know if they would grow in the north. But if you Google it and it gives you a plant, a nursery close by,
ask them.
Ask them. And I really do think that, I don't know. So I'm not gonna tell you, because that's something that I do not know.
There's a lot of stuff that we don't know.
That's right. Let me tell you what I would love for you to do, and we're not gonna keep you long, but if you will post, just give me a comment about something you'd like to see about home with Mama Sue. We got lots of ideas, and most of the posts are not going to be long, but y'all please share my page and tell your friends, because if I'm going to do these 2 separate Facebook pages, I want to know that's what you really like. And I just see all of these people commenting from Texas and Mississippi, Missouri. Oh my goodness, I am so blessed. We're so blessed. But you know what? You're blessed too, because you're up to date.
Yeah.
You're alive. God is good. It doesn't matter what you're going through. You're not going through it alone.
Here's my thought for the day.
Okay.
You're never too old to learn something. We were doing our Bible study this morning and talking to each other about what we read and what that meant. I'm 71 years old, and it came to my attention in the past 6 months. I was talking to a gentleman at church. He said he and his wife read the Bible together. And pray every morning. And I read the Bible every day, but we've never done that. So we've started right now, and we alternate. We're reading in the Gospels. We're in Matthew, Mark. We're in Luke right now, and we read and talk about what we read. What does it mean? What do you think that means? And how impactful it has been to us. And my point that I was going to say was, you're never too old to learn something. We read today in Luke where Jesus told the parable about what we typically call the prodigal son.
Yeah.
The 2 sons, one, the younger, said, "Daddy, give me all of my inheritance." And he took it, he left, and wasted it. And then in a few years he came back home, and his daddy welcomed him back and
gave him a robe and a ring.
Yeah, gave a big party for him. And then the elder son was jealous. And the thing that I saw today in reading this for the first time, the daddy said to the older son, why are you jealous? Everything I have now belongs to you. In other words, I'm not going to divide my properties again and give this young guy who's already wasted his half. I'm not going to do that again. Everything that's left is yours. So you don't have any reason to be angry or to be jealous or to be upset. Never had I noticed that before. But all of God's riches, as hard as this is to understand, all of God's riches are for all of us.
That's right.
We don't have to divide it. So
absolutely.
Whether that's theologically sound or not, you can justify whatever you. Well, that's what I saw today.
Thank you, Harold. I didn't know he was going to share that, and I'm so glad, because we were going to always tell you that Jesus loves you and to be salt and light. And I'm trying to not just read everything, but I've been seeing that you some of the things you'd like to see, some of my collections and things like that. Great, because I have several, and I'll be showing you those. Thank you so much for following me on both of my pages. And I hope that this one is going to be, you're going to get cooking on the other one. You're not going to know what you're going to get on this one. This is real life. So, we'll be back soon. We love you. Be salt and light. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.